Rolling.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You're listening to American Slacker Podcast with Matthew Gertz and Jesse Landers.
You'll see here the human male boasts the size of his testicles. I drive great when I'm blind. It's all about the sauce. Good, get him out of here. Get him out of here. Oh man, speaking of fucking, you want popcorn? I'll give you a popcorn kit. I'm just trying to go to Colorado and smoke some weed. Watch your fucking tots, huh? Those are my biscuits. Now, this is all alleged.
Welcome to American Slacker Podcast. As always, I'm Matt.
And I'm Jesse, and today we're joined by our guest, Megon Dee-Cave. Thank you for coming on.
Thank you guys so much for having me.
All right, the pleasure's all ours.
Would you mind telling our audience a little bit about yourself?
Sure. Well, I currently reside in beautiful Portland, Oregon. Relocated in 2016 from Baltimore, Maryland. So I'm an East Coast girl.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
We're East Coast as well.
Oh, yeah.
Represent.
Yeah, right? But Portland has definitely stolen my heart and presented some opportunities for me to propel my mission in the cannabis industry. So I work with the plant. I'm a cannabis chef by trade. So infusions and terpene knowledge are my thing, my focus.
Cool.
But I'm also the founder and creator of Oracle Infused Wellness Co., which provides hemp-derived CBD, tinctures, topicals, and subscription plans. So,
Oh, nice.
yeah.
It's wild. I definitely want to talk about the company, but before we get there, you're a third-generation chef.
I am third generation cook and baker.
Oh, wow.
Wow. So all with cannabis as well, or just just chef in general?
You know, I have never had that conversation with
It could be. I was imagining it could be. It could be a
Have you
weird,
cooked with
right?
cannabis? I mean, I interviewed my grandmother, and she told me that she smoked a joint like once. You know?
Okay.
Yeah.
But she didn't roll it, is what she told me. But yeah, so I don't know if they work with the plant. I do know that I come from a family of farmers, and they were growing tobacco. So I know it's not the same, but plants, full
Yeah.
circle, right?
Exactly.
You know,
Yeah.
I found that to be interesting.
That is very interesting. So
Yeah.
is that like a memory of yours in terms of growing up, like being in the kitchen or like learning from your family how to cook?
Yeah, you know, cooking it's a communal thing, you know. You have your best conversations over food, you know, people come together over food. It's always the center of a family, so definitely food has always been a part of my life.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
And taking it down the road with cannabis, that's an interesting incorporation, and it's super popular right now, or it seems to be like on the rise, especially CBD.
Right, absolutely. I think that was a fun interchange there too. I'm sure. I'm sure my family's like, oh, okay. I don't
You're
know.
like, you know what these cookies need?
Yeah.
A little bit of canna butter.
Yeah, I'm the youngest in my family, so I'm kind of like the wild one, I guess, you know.
Well, it's cool that your business focuses on, you know, wellness and personal care, because with CBD, like I was saying before, it's like a huge thing right now. When did you first start your business, and can you tell us a little bit about like the products?
Sure. So Oracle Infused was started in 2018.
Okay.
And I really wanted to, well, one, make good tasting medicine, but two, just kind of push myself to see what else I could do with this plant. So I discovered using tinctures when I was working as a chef for a most recent job and integrated terpenes and began to understand and study terpenes and the fact that they have medicinal abilities as well. So CBD tinctures, and I use true terpenes to create different moods and effects with each tincture.
Yeah, I noticed on some of the links that we had found there was like an uplift tincture
Right.
versus like a sedate tincture, which
Right.
really it's cool to see it focused as opposed to Matt and I have been using flowers for years, and you never know really what it's gonna end up doing.
Right. Everybody's endocannabinoid system is different. And how it's going to hit you is going to be totally different,
Exactly.
I've had a sativa that felt like an indica, and I'm like, okay,
Right?
Yeah.
You never know.
You never know.
I've got to say, I've been using CBD lately to enhance mood. I've noticed like it enhances my moods constantly, and like the days that I don't take it, if I don't take it for like 2 or 3 days, like I'm not as happy as I was like when I'm taking that CBD. So
Definitely.
It's such a difference. I love it.
Yeah, I recommend it, definitely for mood boosting, anxiety, those dealing with depression. It definitely can be helpful for those ailments.
Yeah, and you had the topicals as well, which I'm very intrigued by. I've never had experience. Jesse, I don't know, have you had any topicals?
I've used a few in the past. I didn't like them for like this reason or that reason, either like too greasy or it didn't seem to work as well. But I did see that you had one on your website that was like for joint or muscle or something, I believe it was.
Yes, our healers, body, muscle, and joint topical. It's one of my more popular products, actually, especially with the elderly. And I work with some cancer patients as well who have been applying it to their areas of pain. So it's all natural infused CBD, hemp infused cannabis oil, shea butter, coconut oil, and terpenes, some beta caryophyllene in there to really help with the anti-inflammatory.
That's really cool. And that's, I mean, for anyone, like me, I have shoulder like pain and stuff along like in the joint. So that something like that would be like right along those lines. And it's cool to see more products like this coming out these days.
Definitely. Yeah. It's important that we have alternatives to the medicine that we do have out today. There's a lot of just fake, unnecessary products or ingredients in the product. So I wanted to get a nice, organic and natural topical for the people.
I was going to say, are all your products organic and vegan?
I try. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, that's wild.
And if it's not, I'll notate it, if it's not.
Yeah. And that's what I find is like, there's some big companies out there that got the lock on like CBD products, but a lot of the time you hear like, you'll find out like lab testing from an independent source is like, oh, these aren't really full of CBD like they say they are. There are a lot of fillers or a lot of junk. You're better off going with like a company that actually cares, like takes the time to like put an organic product out there, and like source the product.
Definitely. Can be. I think, and that's why it's important to stay small and exclusive sometimes, so that you can make a quality product. That's important to me, an important factor to me. I'm not looking, to get huge, but to help people as I can.
Yeah,
that's great.
Yeah.
So you had said before that you were originally from Baltimore. What was the, I guess, motivation for the jump to Portland?
Well, I had a bakery for 5 years in Baltimore, Maryland.
Oh, cool.
And thank you. Yeah, I never went to brick and mortar, but I was in the largest farmers market in the city,
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So that was fun. However, in attempting to make a living off of a $3 cupcake was not realistic for my goals. And cannabis came into play to try to make ends meet, given that I was a single mom at the time. So fast forward, I had a client who was interested in alleviating some pain and challenged me to make a cupcake infused with cannabis. So,
Wow.
so that's how infusion kind of came to play. And I began to extend that client base. But there were times definitely where I was getting people too high or not high enough, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, you don't know what you're doing. So I said, well, I really enjoy doing this. And this was just from a recreational aspect. I'm making a little bit more money. I can sustain my life. Let me learn how to do this professionally and legally, So I just hit the road running,
Oh, wow.
I gathered my family. I said, look, this is what we're doing. I moved my family across the nation for cannabis. I mean, if you want to be straightforward about it,
Wow.
Yeah.
It's a big gamble.
It's a huge gamble, but I foresaw what the future, is going to be. You can't deny what is, it's medicine and it's helping millions of people. I mean, up north, it's legalized.
Right.
So,
country, not little blotches at a time where it's.
Yeah.
I know.
I'm in New York, so I'm literally 30 minutes from it being legal, but I'm still a criminal in my house. Like, so
is that weird for you?
It's so weird. Yeah.
Oh my God.
I hate it, and
it's weird.
yeah, I can't wait for it to finally be just a normal thing. Like.
And then
Right.
I have this guilt because like Matt and I grew up together in New York, and I moved
cool.
out to California a number of years ago, and now I have like easy access to it, whenever I want, and I can look into it and talk to someone at a dispensary to find out more about it. But Matt's still kind of forced.
I come out to Cali and I go ham. Like I spend way too much money.
Oh.
I like want to go to multiple. Like I want to see them all, and like
Right.
Back
It's
to like small
experience.
business. I gotta say, when I go to LA, I go to this little mom and pop shop. Really, like it's like off the grid almost, and it's like a bunch of old ladies in there. It is the best fucking joint. Like it's way better than like MedMen or like any of the top brands. Like, I love this place.
Stay small, right? That's the key. Stay small.
I gotta say, man, these small businesses, you gotta love them.
Because it seems like there is that impending threat kind of like what's is there going to be a Walmart of weed that like kind of takes out the smaller providers, which we've already seen in like many businesses.
Right.
We almost have a chance to do it correctly.
Yeah.
But I feel like with medicine, I hope, we keep it alive that quality is better over quantity, You
Definitely.
you want wonderful medicine, you want to know where it's come from. It's pesticide free and that it's been grown, by the best hands. And I think that's important to maintain that. So yeah.
Now with your products, is it all right to ask where is it sourced from? Like, is it just local growers type of thing?
Well, yeah. So I basically use a local CBD oil. It's already processed, and I put that into my products. So
nice.
Ooh,
it helps me understand the dosing, and I know that they are a quality farm. They've done everything as they should to regulation, and I use that and put that into my product.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
And less messy. You don't have to be like
right.
creating oil at your house.
Yeah. But I definitely am dabbling in creating my own CBD oil. So there's still some research that needs to be done before I do go down that path.
Yeah.
It seems like one of those ventures that no matter how like you study one part of it and then you're like, ooh, but then the next part of it and the next part of it, you got to go down that rabbit hole.
I know. Exactly.
So do you offer an array of like CBD mixed with THC as well? Or are you staying strictly CBD right now?
So I have to stay strictly CBD right now.
I thought so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yep. But you'll be ready to jumpstart once they switch that up.
Absolutely. That's the goal.
Yeah.
Just to hit the ground running with that.
That's awesome. Yeah.
There's still certain states that just won't even allow like the shipping of CBD or anything along those lines.
I hear that there are some packages being rejected because states do still have the right to say no CBD if they feel entitled to do so. but I haven't had any issues
Oh, that's good.
as of yet. I know, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's kind of like flying under the radar. I don't know. Maybe they'll hear this and then I'll get hell, you know.
Hopefully not. We're trying to get you some good publicity here.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
I just want to get the people their medicine, you know.
yeah. Oh, yeah. And yeah, New York CBD's everywhere. I mean, the gas stations are cranking it out now. So, I mean, it's
Wow.
literally a mainstream thing, but no weed. So, I mean, I can only imagine, a lot of the states are probably doing the same thing.
Definitely.
Yeah.
But I mean, not to disparage 7-Eleven or anything, but that's probably not where you want to be getting your CBD from.
You never want to buy any type of medication at all. I mean, like, let's look back at what they've had. Those Black Rhino triple XLs that'll make you
right.
double the man,
Yeah,
or the blue lightning guaranteed to make your night electric.
Yeah, right.
Honey.
The yellow stingers, the like mint pills that'll like give you energy. Like, I mean, they had all like, stuff that was like that shouldn't be here at a gas station.
I mean, it's
try to avoid it there.
stop shop, you know.
Right.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Now, with your good quality CBD, as opposed to the ones we were just talking about, you had mentioned subscription, packages essentially.
Yeah. So I think it's pretty convenient if you can have your medicine delivered at your door, right?
Oh yeah.
So I came up with CBD subscription boxes. So, people can go to my website and shop 3 different plans and find which one is most suitable for your needs and your budget. And monthly, they will receive a box of selected CBD items. So some from Oracle Infused Wellness Co., and then some from other brands in which I support. Just an assortment of topicals, vapes, tinctures, gummies, and a coconut water.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's
So
awesome.
yeah, Aleo, that's the company I'm referring to. They're a great company based out of Seattle, Washington.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's perfect because I mean I use THCA, which I've been trying to use for my like shoulder inflammation and stuff like that. And
Okay.
I see my girlfriend using CBD pretty much like daily, just for general purposes.
Yeah.
And I think that's a cool idea. This is actually the first CBD subscription box that I've ever seen. So kudos
Really?
on you for that. Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah, I attempted to sell it through a platform. I won't say their name, but I kind of got flagged. So there's still, I know, there's still some miseducation and hesitation around it. But my website, oracleinfused.com, people can go to it and check out the different levels of subscription and place their order.
Nice. I've heard a little bit of issues with smaller businesses and working with PayPal if they have anything that says CBD or hemp or THC. If there's anything along those lines, it seems like the pay that's where it gets clogged up is with the accepting the payment because they don't want to be liable to the federal are still in place.
You are correct. It has been a headache for me in trying to survive and dealing with how to get paid. So I have been rejected, the nicest way to put it, by PayPal and Square. So I can't use either platform.
That's a big impact on small businesses.
It is. It definitely is. So, I've had to look into other resources in order to make it convenient to get paid, still so that it's not a hassle for the clients, but we do have options. So shoot an email if you have issues trying to pay me.
It's like that meme, like, take my money.
Yeah. I can't get it. I'm trying to get it.
It's frustrating. It must be very frustrating.
It definitely is. Yeah.
Hopefully this is something that, this has got to be settled in the next year or two. I mean, people want to be able to enjoy the product. I mean, they're voicing it finally, like, is like going. I mean, we've been voicing it for years now, but
there's the Safe Banking Act, which is gone through like one of the House committees or something like
the
that.
Financial. Yeah.
So, I mean, fingers crossed.
Yeah,
I know.
That would change so much too. It would change the
It
game.
would. Definitely. We're just trying to create a legal industry, you know. It's things like that that will continue to let the black market grow. And if we're trying to progress forward, you know, let us do what we got to do to make it legal.
Mm-hmm.
And it's surprising, you know, we do it already with alcohol. We do it already with food in terms of regulation and just like being able to make sure it's safe and tested
Right.
and all that kind of stuff. I'm surprised that we haven't caught up by now, but it's going pretty quick, I guess. And
We're on our way.
in the
Fingers crossed.
long reach of time, you know.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So you have some pretty cool events coming up, it seems like.
Yeah. So let's see. I'm going to Chicago on May 25th. I'm speaking at a cannabis symposium. It's organized and hosted by Portia Mittens. I think I'm saying her last name correctly. Forgive me, Portia, if I'm not. But she is the first African-American female dispensary owner in Oregon,
Oh, cool.
originally from Chicago, however. So she sees the patterns. They're on their way to recreational. And we just want to kind of speak to the people and get them informed about how the cannabis industry is doing its thing, you know, how to get into the industry and how to do it right, you know, dosing. I'm going to be speaking on edibles specifically. So we're going to talk endocannabinoid system, dosing, infusion, you know, just how to write a pretty good recipe, I guess, you know. We're going to have fun.
Is there a like a ratio that you want to do in terms of like how much to eat? Is it like a weight thing or is it just person to person type of thing?
It's definitely person to person, but I say for novice, you should start at 2.5 milligrams THC.
Yeah.
And then, you know, gradually kind of work up by 0.5, you know, until you figure out where your happy place is.
Yeah, because going off the deep end, it takes a little time to undo.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm going to tell you to chew black pepper and you may not like that, but that's what's going to bring you down, you know, or get you some CBD to help level the playing field if you get too high. But yeah.
So that event sounds really cool though. It's neat to see people getting out in front of the laws where it's like, all right, we're going to be ready to go. Like it's like being at the starting line waiting for the pistol to go off.
Exactly. I mean, education is how you push people forward, you know?
Definitely.
Get everybody on the same page.
Only way you can kill the ignorance. I mean, it's crazy that there's still people out there that are like, marijuana? No. You know, like I don't get it. Like it's like, but they'll go to a bar every Friday and have alcohol, or they'll smoke every day, smoke cigarettes, and be fucking killing themselves. Like I just don't get it.
I know.
It's so obvious to like the people that like I guess have smoked a joint. I don't know.
Or in the you know lifestyle essentially.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just so obvious, but I guess not. You know.
I mean, like anything, it starts with a conversation. Let's talk about it. You know, let's open up your mind to new ideas.
Yeah.
So that's my goal.
Do you see more like first timers who are like, what's an edible, like and interested in trying it, or is it more, you know, just the standard stoners that that are wanting to get what they want?
I say it's a mix, but more or less people who have had bad experiences, honestly, you know, where they just had too much THC and they were uncomfortable. So that's who I mostly get in front of me. And I like to give them a better experience, you know, in a safe and trusting environment.
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah.
That's the way to do it. You could definitely freak someone out if you don't have the right surroundings, the environment. You should have the right music on too. Just a personal suggestion.
It's a whole vibe, you know.
Right.
Now, one thing I wanted to ask you was, do you have a favorite dish to infuse?
A favorite dish to infuse? Ooh, I honestly love infusing chocolate.
Okay.
I don't blame you there.
I love to like dip a strawberry in it, like dip fruit.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Simple, you know.
Yeah. That's what's
Straightforward. Can't go wrong.
Can't go wrong.
And super yummy.
Mm.
Or I like to like scoop some peanut butter on a spoon and just dip it in the chocolate.
There you go.
Okay.
Peanut butter chocolate. I don't know.
I was gonna say it's like a Reese's cup.
Yeah.
Right.
Can't be that
Exactly.
dumb. I'm not even gonna lie. When I eat Oreos, sometimes
Uh-huh.
I'll put a little peanut butter on them. How about that, people? And then I dunk it.
Oh, you get
What's up, nerds? What's up?
fancy.
So the other event I think that I saw on your calendar was a 5-course dinner.
Yeah. So-
Blended with all kinds of goodies.
Oh my God. Yeah, so I'm gonna do. It's my first dinner I'm hosting in Portland, so I hope that people come out and support. Given that this has been my home base for almost 3 years, so it's gonna be a 5-course hemp-derived infused CBD dinner. No cannabis there, just hemp-derived CBD.
Yum.
And let's see, we have lamb chops as an amuse-bouche. We're doing a palate cleanser with like lime chipotle sorbet. And then the grand finale, it's going to be a chocolate molten lava cake with linalool terpene infused white chocolate mousse. So it's definitely a good play on flavors. And the main entree is salmon with mint pea mashed potatoes, and beurre blanc lemon sauce. So we put a little bit of limonene terpenes in the beurre blanc sauce too.
Wow.
I know. So it's going to be just full on beautiful taste and flavors rolling off the palate and introducing terpenes to folks, because I think that's still something that's very new to people. But we experience terpenes every day when you eat food. It's what you smell. It's why what you're tasting tastes that way. So I think educating people on terpenes while eating really good food, it's like, okay, let's do it.
That's really cool.
Now I'm confused. Are terpenes like? Do they have like a piney flavor, or do they really just pull out flavor from certain things?
So they pull out certain flavors and oils from
whatever they're in contact with.
Yeah,
Ooh,
yeah.
Okay, that's the confusion there, because like a lot of people think it's like piney, you know, like because of the cartridge today, like the oil cartridge. They're mixed with terps. You know, like, people think it's piney,
I guess I was confused on what a terpene is exactly.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about. You want to talk about terpenes, guys?
Yeah. Just educating.
Hey, I mean.
Sure. So there are over 30,000 types of terpenes. But it's definitely why your flower smells the way it does and tastes the way it does. The most common terpene that people come across in cannabis is beta-carotene, which is peppery. It's why police dogs are given pepper to smell. That's what they're looking for, that scent. And luggage. They're given a black pepper to smell because they're looking for the beta-carotene terpene, which is dominantly in those cannabis strains.
Oh shit!
But don't tell anybody.
I really didn't know that. Yeah.
Someone asked me, so how do you cover the pepper smell? I don't know, salt. Like I don't fucking know.
Well-seasoned luggage.
Well-seasoned. Yeah. So. Terpenes are compounds, chemical compounds found in your everyday foods and fruits and plants. And they're everywhere. They're beautiful. I'm still learning more about them. My favorite terpene is mycerin.
Okay.
And that's found in mangoes.
Oh, I love mangoes.
Yeah. And mycerin actually can increase your high. So if you're smoking, have you ever heard that?
Truth to the OJ or to the any type of citric
drink
or something.
Right.
Eat a mango.
You get a boost. Yeah.
That's hilarious. There's truth to it.
I
thought it was a myth.
No, it's totally true. Yeah. So it's mycerin that's actually causing that effect.
I've tasted that in flowers before when smoking it, where there's a certain like either like a citrus that comes through, and like I'm always surprised, like, oh yeah, this lemon kush does taste like lemon, you know?
It's like lemon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
that's
that's the
what I mean.
terpenes.
It's a terpene, yeah.
Wow,
That's called
okay.
limonene, which is found in most citrus. It's found in lemons, grapefruits, oranges. So it's called limonene. And that
Oh, wow.
gives
So
you,
it's the same one that's in the cannabis plant?
I'm sorry, repeat?
That would be the same terpene in the cannabis plant as in those fruits?
Yes.
Oh. Shit. That's deep.
Huh.
That's
Cool.
It's literally like lemon, dude. It's crazy.
Yeah,
Like a little bit of it chilling in your bud.
I know.
That's really interesting.
Definitely. So the terpenes which I use, the company is True Terpenes, and they're actually sponsoring the dinner that I'm having here in Portland, Oregon on May 25th.
Oh, cool.
They have a really beautiful website full of education. So if you go to their website, you can see the different terpene profiles per different strains. So they've created like a Blue Dream, which has like 20 different terpenes in it. But all together they combine and create the scent and flavor of Blue Dream. So
That's so cool.
fun stuff.
I've never thought about looking at weed at that kind of level.
I know my
I was
mind.
just like, that one tastes real good, you know?
Yeah.
I guess that's the chef in me, right? Like,
Yeah.
I want it to taste good.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Taking it to a new level.
Thank you.
So, is there anything that you would like our audience to know, like specifically about cannabis, maybe, or even CBD, something that might be a misconception, or something that you often see that people get wrong about it?
Well, as far as CBD goes, there's a lot of fake like oil on the market. And there's so many companies popping up. It's really hard to understand and decipher through all that information. Mm-hmm. What is real? You know, what is my reaction supposed to actually be like? So it is known that CBD doesn't get you high, which is not exactly true. It doesn't get you high in the way that THC does. Mm-hmm. It's going to provide more of an intoxicating effect. So they say it's non-psychoactive. Have you guys heard that?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's a chemical reaction in your brain. So it's psychoactive. There is something happening. It's just not equivalent to THC. Yeah. So I think readdressing how we are actually feeling so people can understand what they're going to feel. You're going to feel something, not nothing, if you consume CBD. Right. I think that's, yeah.
100%. We could back it here. I mean, definitely.
Hopefully feel better is the...
And feel better. Right. Right. Yeah. You're totally going to feel good. You're not going to feel bad, but you'll feel something.
Oh, yeah. And I think, most people, you should give it a week at least, too. If you're trying something simple like a low dosage, just a regular CBD enhancement. I take gummies, makes it easy.
Sure.
And I take one a day, and I think it's like 20 milligrams or something. But it's enough for me. Hey, I smoke weed, too, so there's probably a little bit of that in there. But, I recommend it highly. I mean, I notice a really noticeable difference in my moods. I'm just willing to have more patience with everything, and just generally happy.
Yeah, I integrated CBD into my birth recently of my daughter.
Oh wow!
Wow, congrats! By the way.
Thank you. She's 3 months, so I kind of just I had a bad experience with my first birth. I was in a hospital. And I wanted to, I guess, recapture my human experience. Mm-hmm. I wanted to reclaim that because I had a not so good experience the first time with my son. So I said, okay, I consciously consumed CBD and THC with this pregnancy. I alleviated migraines. nausea, morning sickness, pains, just everyday pain type of that come with that.
Right.
And it made a world of a difference. And I really just kind of want that stigma to be addressed too.
Yeah.
And I know it's a touchy subject. It's new.
But
it's delicate. I get it. But CBD definitely made a difference in my pregnancy and in my labor. I had a home water birth. And she came with ease, as easy as it can be. Yeah. With epidurals, I find that there's a lot of interference with that type of medicine, that level of medication. Like natural things that are supposed to happen during the birth are just cut off because you're too high, if you want to be blatant about it,
Yeah,
because that knocks you out.
Well, it paralyzes you, more or less. It's more or less paralyzing. And I just want people to know that there are alternatives. You have options. Okay. But of course, because of where we are in legislation, you have to do it on your own terms, which is at home. If you do it in a hospital, you're at risk for being, again, integrated by social services or whatever the circumstance.
Exactly.
Depending on the state you live in. So,
and it's going to take experiences like yours here, like to really change this. I mean, other girls need to hear this, like other ladies need to hear this.
Yeah.
Like, this is an alternative to that horrible white, bright light room that's like not natural at all. Like, what?
Right?
Like, how can you have a positive experience in that at all? Like,
thank you.
Nobody likes the hospital. How are you going to enjoy deal with the worst part of it to the best moment of your life? Like, it's such a contrast in general, but like, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's good. It's good to hear your story and hear it have like such a great outcome.
Yeah, I love it.
Thank you. Thank you. I mean, she's trying to like stand already and walk. It's weird.
Oh, wow.
Like, wow, 3 months, Super genius kids. I don't know.
Directly linked.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna say it right ahead. I mean, that's touchy, but I'm gonna say definitely.
Yeah.
And I mean, like you said before, there is like a certain stigma about it right now because I mean, with weed coming on as like just barely socially acceptable in some places, really depends where you are.
Shut up.
I've seen billboards in California here that are trying to address smoking weed and pregnancy, and I mean, I think it's it's always the CDC or whoever's in charge of that. So, it's their job to err on the side of caution. So, and the posters have said like, don't smoke during pregnancy and stuff.
Right.
So, but like Matt said, it's important to hear people's actual experiences.
Yeah,
exactly.
I don't think the research is there to back these negative statements. I really don't think it's there because I've heard many stories like yourself, and I'm not going to incriminate any ladies, but I have heard of one definite water birth that was a CBD THC consumer.
Nice.
And multiple people that have used THC to like negate all the negative like shit that you have to gruel through that 9 months. It's not fucking easy. And like I think you should do whatever the fuck you want. And I don't see anything like being responsible of like THC or CBD like induction,
right?
As far as like birth defects or anything like that.
Exactly. I mean, it's natural. This is a natural plant.
There's nothing done to it. Like there's no other compounds added. Like it's just dried.
This is not out of the laboratory.
Oil, yeah.
It's interesting to see that it's popping up socially and like being addressed in terms of people. The public service board is actually putting up posters and stuff addressing it. I'm interested to see because I'm on your side. I really am in terms of like how the we don't have too much research yet, but I feel like once we do, it's probably going to say that like, hey, it's fine.
I mean, we're stepping forward. Kim Kardashian had her baby shower, for God's sake. Like,
oh yeah, that's a big boost for CBD right there.
Yep.
If you got Kim K on board,
you got the Kardashian.
We all can have CBD,
right? That actually solidifies it in pop culture.
It really
does, and that makes me so upset. But okay, I'll go with it.
Hey, I mean, It's good for business, right?
I've been telling you guys this. It's about who the message comes from.
True.
You know?
Yeah.
And that's okay.
Yeah.
Fine.
As long as people are eventually getting on board. Well, it's a great industry, and I'm looking forward to see like what happens. The moves that you're making already are so like ahead of the curve that I know you're going to be doing great things.
Thank you so much. I have a vision. My mission is to help people heal naturally. So that's my focus, you know. That's my focus.
Oh, that's great.
Thank you.
And one more time, how do people get to these wonderful products? These
all
natural, vegan,
organic
products that are just going to infuse your life with greatness.
Handcrafted in Portland, Oregon. You can visit my website, www.oracleinfused.com, and just look around. There's a lot of fun information on there. There's events on there. You can also hit me up on Instagram at Chef Megon, Megon Dee-Cave. That's Deecave. Or Oracle Infused Wellness.
Nice.
On Instagram.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's a
Cool Instagram profile picture, by the way, with the big whisk and the cool
you.
color background. I thought that was pretty awesome.
Official.
Oh, thank you. My college degree is actually in photography, so.
Oh, there you go. Nice.
I had to find a beautiful photographer to shoot me the way I wanted, and I was like, "This is what I want." You know, we made it happen. We made magic. But
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for joining us again, Megon. And we'll have to have you on sometime soon after you do these events, get some more out there, and
maybe I can come visit you guys and we smoke it down.
There we
you
go.
want to come to New York? I'll have to come to you because I mean you don't want to risk.
We'll all meet up in San Jose.
That's safer.
On a beach.
New York.
Thanks, guys. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you so much for coming on.
And thank you everybody for listening in. And until next time, that's it.
There you go.
Peace out.
We smoking America. We passing America. I'm mapping America. I'm second America. We talking America. We blazing America. This is fucking America. We're second America.
This has been American Slacker Podcast. You can reach the show by searching American Slacker on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and Reddit, or send them an email to americanslackerpodcast@gmail.com. You can download and rate American Slacker on iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, Google Play, and all other podcast platforms. Visit the show's website, aspodcast.com, where you will find every episode, official merchandise, and links to their Patreon if you would like to support American Slacker.
We smoking America. We passing America.